The strawberry poison dart frog, scientifically known as Ophaga camellia, is a small and vibrantly colored poison dart frog found in Central America, particularly in the rainforests of Central America, including Nicaragua, Costa Rica, and Panama. These frogs are known for their striking coloration, which can vary among populations and include shades of red, orange, and blue. Here are some key characteristics and information about the strawberry poison dart frog. Strawberry poison dart frogs are renowned for their bright and eye-catching coloration. They come in a range of colors, but the most common color morph is bright red, or orange with blue legs and limbs. Some populations exhibit variations in color, including yellow and blue colorations. The bright coloration serves as a warning to potential predators, as these frogs are highly toxic. Adult strawberry poison dart frogs are relatively small, with individuals typically measuring between 0.75 to 1.5 inches in length. These frogs are native to Central America, with their range extending from Nicaragua in the north to Panama in the south. They are often found in lowland rainforests and forested areas near bodies of water. Strawberry poison dart frogs are primarily terrestrial, but require access to moisture. They are commonly found in leaf litter on the forest floor, near streams, and in areas with high humidity. They are known to hide under fallen leaves and rotting logs. These frogs are diurnal, meaning they are active during the daytime. They are often seen hopping or climbing among the leaf litter in search of small invertebrates, which make up their diet. Strawberry poison dart frogs are insectivorous and primarily feed on small arthropods, such as ants, mites, and tiny insects. Their diet contributes to their toxicity, as they sequester alkaloid toxins from their prey, making them unpalatable and even deadly to potential predators. Strawberry poison dart frogs are among the most toxic animals on Earth. The bright coloration serves as a warning to predators that they are toxic. Indigenous people have historically used the toxins from these frogs to poison the tips of blow darts, which is how they earned the name dart frogs. Strawberry poison dart frogs are not currently considered globally threatened, but some populations may be affected by habitat loss and collection for the pet trade. They are protected by law in some countries, and conservation efforts focus on preserving their natural habitats and studying their biology and ecology. Strawberry poison dart frogs are highly sought after by amphibian enthusiasts for their vibrant colors and unique behaviors. In their native habitats, they play important roles in controlling insect populations and contribute to the overall ecological balance of rainforest ecosystems. The smooth newt, scientifically known as Lysotraton vulgaris, is a common and widespread species of newt found in Europe and parts of Western Asia. It belongs to the family Salamandridae, which includes various newt and salamander species. The smooth newt is known for its smooth skin and vibrant coloration, especially during the breeding season. Here are some key characteristics and information about the smooth newt. Adult smooth newts have smooth, moist skin that can vary in color, often ranging from brown or olive green to yellowish or reddish brown. They have a distinct yellow-orange belly with dark spots or blotches. During the breeding season, males develop more vivid coloration, including a bright orange or red belly and a wavy crest along their back. Adult smooth newts typically measure between 3 to 4 inches in length, with males often being slightly smaller than females. Smooth newts are native to a broad geographic range, including various regions in Europe, such as the United Kingdom, France, Spain, and parts of Western Asia. They are commonly found in woodland, grassland, and wetland habitats. These newts are semi-aquatic and require access to both terrestrial and aquatic habitats. They can be found in a variety of environments, including ponds, lakes, ditches, and wetlands, as well as adjacent woodlands and meadows. Smooth newts are active both during the day and night, depending on environmental conditions and life stage. They are generally terrestrial, foraging on land for small invertebrates, such as insects, worms, and slugs. During the breeding season, they migrate to breeding sites in aquatic habitats. Their diet primarily consists of small invertebrates, and they use their long, sticky tongue to capture prey. They are opportunistic feeders and consume a variety of aquatic and terrestrial organisms. Breeding in smooth newts typically occurs in the spring. Males perform elaborate courtship displays, including tail fanning, and displaying their brightly colored belly and dorsal crest. Females lay eggs individually on aquatic plants, which are fertilized externally by the males. The aquatic larvae that hatch from the eggs undergo metamorphosis and transform into terrestrial juveniles before reaching adulthood. Smooth newts are not considered globally threatened, and their populations are generally stable. However, they can be affected by habitat destruction, water pollution, and other environmental changes. Conservation efforts focus on protecting their breeding sites and maintaining the quality of their habitats. The smooth newt is a well-known and ecologically important species in European ecosystems. Their distinct appearance and behaviors during the breeding season make them a subject of interest for naturalists and researchers studying amphibian biology and ecology. The eastern narrow-mouthed toad, scientifically known as Gastrophrene carolinensis, is a small, secretive species of toad native to the southeastern United States. These toads are known for their slender, elongated bodies, small size, and unique behaviors. Here are some key characteristics and information about the eastern narrowmouthed toad. Eastern narrowmouthed toads have a distinctive appearance with slender, elongated bodies and a pointed snout. Their coloration can vary but often includes shades of brown, gray or green, which provides camouflage in their terrestrial habitats. They have a fold of skin that extends across their back behind the head. Adult eastern narrowmouthed toads are relatively small, typically measuring between 1.2 to 2 inches in length. These toads are native to the southeastern United States, with their range extending from southern New Jersey to Florida, and westward to Texas, including the Gulf Coast region. Eastern narrowmouthed toads are primarily terrestrial, and are often found in a variety of habitats, including woodlands, grasslands, scrublands, and coastal areas. They are particularly associated with sandy or loose soils. These toads are nocturnal, meaning they are most active at night. They are often found burrowed in sandy or loose soils during the day, where they hide from predators and avoid desiccation. They are known for their secretive and cryptic behavior. Eastern narrowmouthed toads primarily feed on small invertebrates, such as insects, ants, termites, and other small arthropods. They use their sticky tongue to capture prey. Breeding in eastern narrowmouthed toads typically occurs after heavy rains in the spring and early summer. Males produce distinctive high-pitched calls to attract females. The females lay small clutches of eggs in temporary pools or rain-filled depressions. The eggs hatch into aquatic tadpoles, which undergo metamorphosis into terrestrial juveniles before reaching adulthood. Eastern narrowmouthed toads are not considered globally threatened, and their populations are generally stable. However, they can be affected by habitat destruction and changes in land use. Conservation efforts often focus on preserving their terrestrial and breeding habitats. The eastern narrowmouthed toad's unique appearance and behavior make it an interesting and understudied species in the southeastern United States. Its ability to thrive in various terrestrial habitats, including urban and suburban areas, underscores its adaptability as a species. Budget's frog, scientifically known as Paraguay horned frog or Lepidobatrachus levis, is a unique and distinctive species of frog native to South America, specifically the Chaco region of Argentina, Paraguay, and Bolivia. These frogs are known for their unusual appearance, which includes a flattened, somewhat triangular body and a large mouth. Here are some key characteristics and information about Budget's frog. Budget's frogs have a flattened, somewhat triangular body shape with a wide head and mouth. They are known for their large, expressive, and circular eyes that give them a somewhat surprised or comical appearance. Their skin is relatively smooth and can vary in color, often being brown or green with darker markings. These frogs are relatively large and robust, with adults typically measuring around 3 to 4 inches in length. Budget's frogs are native to the Chaco region of South America, which includes parts of Argentina, Paraguay, and Bolivia. They are often found in areas with temporary or seasonal water bodies, such as ponds and pools. These frogs are primarily aquatic and are associated with semi-arid or seasonal wetlands, including temporary ponds and pools that form during the rainy season. They spend much of their time in the water, where they are well camouflaged among aquatic vegetation in Denver. Budget's frogs are known for their unique vocalizations, which are described as sounding like a low-pitched honking or barking. They are primarily nocturnal and are most active at night when they hunt for prey. These frogs are carnivorous and primarily feed on a diet of aquatic invertebrates, including insects, small crustaceans, and other small prey items. They are ambush predators and use their large mouth to quickly capture prey. Breeding in Budget's frogs typically occurs in temporary or seasonal water bodies. Males call to attract females, and once mating occurs, the females lay small clutches of eggs in the water. The tadpoles hatch from the eggs and develop in the aquatic environment, before metamorphosing into terrestrial juveniles. Budget's frogs are not considered globally threatened, but their populations can be affected by habitat destruction and changes in land use. They are often collected for the pet trade, which can impact wild populations. Conservation efforts focus on preserving their wetland habitats and raising awareness about their unique biology. Budget's frog is well known for its distinctive appearance and behavior, making it a popular species among amphibian enthusiasts. However, it is essential to ensure that any pet trade involving these frogs adheres to ethical and sustainable practices to prevent harm to wild populations. The mud puppy, scientifically known as Nectarus maculosus, is a species of aquatic salamander native to North America. Mud puppies are part of a group of salamanders known as permanently aquatic, or water dogs, because they spend their entire lives in aquatic environments. Here are some key characteristics and information about mud puppies. Mud puppies have an elongated body with smooth, slimy skin. They are typically dark brown or grayish in color, with scattered spots that can vary in size and shape. They have external gills that resemble frilly tufts behind their heads. These gills are used for respiration, as mud puppies breathe through their skin and gills. Adult mud puppies can vary in size but are generally between 8 to 13 inches in length. Some individuals may grow larger. Mud puppies are native to eastern North America and have a wide distribution, ranging from Canada to the southeastern United States. They are often found in freshwater bodies of water, including rivers, lakes, ponds, and streams. These salamanders are entirely aquatic and are typically found in clear, slow-moving or still waters with abundant aquatic vegetation and submerged logs and rocks. They are most active at night and hide during the day under logs and rocks or in burrows they dig in the soft substrate. Mud puppies are relatively slow-moving and primarily hunt for prey at night. They are opportunistic feeders and have a diet that includes aquatic invertebrates, small fish, crayfish, and other aquatic prey. Breeding typically occurs in the late fall or winter when mud puppies migrate to shallow water bodies. They perform elaborate courtship displays, and females lay eggs in rocky crevices or under logs in the water. The eggs are guarded by the female, and once hatched, the larvae resemble miniature adults and develop in the aquatic environment. Mud puppies are not considered globally threatened, and their populations are generally stable. However, they can be affected by water pollution, habitat degradation, and invasive species. Conservation efforts focus on maintaining water quality and protecting their freshwater habitats. Mud puppies are fascinating creatures, adapted to a fully aquatic lifestyle. Their external gills, distinctive appearance, and unique behaviors make them an intriguing species for scientists and amphibian enthusiasts. They play an important role in aquatic ecosystems as both predators and scavengers, helping to maintain the balance of aquatic food webs. The Australian green tree frog, scientifically known as Latoria caerulea, is a species of tree frog native to northern and eastern Australia, as well as parts of New Guinea and Indonesia. It is one of the most recognizable and widely known frog species, due to its striking appearance and widespread distribution. Here are some key characteristics and information about the Australian green tree frog. Australian green tree frogs are known for their vibrant coloration and distinctive features. They have bright green skin with a white or cream-colored ventral surface. They often have gold or yellow markings on their sides and legs. Their large, bulging eyes have horizontal pupils, and they have adhesive toe pads, which aid in climbing. Adult Australian green tree frogs are relatively large, with individuals typically measuring between 3 to 4 inches in length. These tree frogs are native to northern and eastern Australia, including Queensland, New South Wales, the Northern Territory, and parts of Western Australia. They are also found in New Guinea and the eastern Indonesian islands. Australian green tree frogs are arboreal, and are often found in a variety of habitats, including rainforests, woodlands, swamps, and urban areas. They are commonly seen perched on vegetation, tree branches, or walls near water sources. These frogs are primarily nocturnal, meaning they are most active at night. They are excellent climbers and are known for their ability to climb trees and other vertical surfaces with the help of their adhesive toe pads. Australian green tree frogs are insectivorous and primarily feed on a diet of insects, spiders, and other small invertebrates. They use their long, sticky tongue to capture prey. Breeding typically occurs during the wet season when the males call to attract females. Females lay their eggs in water or moist areas, and the eggs hatch into aquatic tadpoles. The tadpoles undergo metamorphosis, transforming into terrestrial juveniles before reaching adulthood. Australian green tree frogs are not considered globally threatened, and their populations are generally stable. They are a popular species in the pet trade and are also used for scientific research. Conservation efforts focus on preserving their natural habitats and monitoring the impact of urbanization and habitat loss. The Australian green tree frog is an iconic and well-loved species in its native range, and is often associated with the wet and tropical regions of northern Australia. Its charming appearance, distinctive call, and adaptability to various habitats have made it a favorite among amphibian enthusiasts and naturalists. The mountain yellow-legged frog, scientifically known as Rhina muscosa, is a species of frog native to the western United States. These frogs are named for their bright yellow or orange coloration on their undersides and legs. They are known for their adaptation to high-altitude mountain environments, particularly in the Sierra Nevada mountain range of California. Here are some key characteristics and information about the mountain yellow-legged frog. Mountain yellow-legged frogs have a distinctive appearance with bright yellow or orange coloration on their ventral surfaces, which includes their belly and the undersides of their legs. Their dorsal surfaces are typically brown or greenish-brown with dark markings. They have long, muscular hind legs and webbed toes. Adult mountain yellow-legged frogs vary in size, but they generally measure between 1.5 to 3 inches in length. These frogs are native to the western United States, with their range extending from the Sierra Nevada mountain range in California into parts of western Nevada. Mountain yellow-legged frogs are adapted to high-altitude mountain habitats, particularly in clear, cold, and pristine lakes, ponds, and streams. They are often found in alpine and subalpine zones. These frogs are diurnal, meaning they are active during the daytime. They are agile swimmers and spend much of their time in the water, where they hunt for prey and avoid predators. Mountain yellow-legged frogs are carnivorous and primarily feed on aquatic invertebrates, such as insects, spiders, and other small prey items. They use their sticky tongue to capture prey. Breeding in mountain yellow-legged frogs typically occurs during the summer months, when alpine lakes are free of ice. Males attract females with calls, and females lay small clutches of eggs in the water. The eggs hatch into aquatic tadpoles, which undergo metamorphosis into terrestrial juveniles before reaching adulthood. Mountain yellow-legged frogs have experienced significant declines in their populations, primarily due to habitat destruction, disease, and predation by non-native species like trout. They are considered endangered or critically endangered in many areas of their range. Conservation efforts focus on habitat restoration, the removal of non-native species, and disease management. The mountain yellow-legged frog is an important species in alpine ecosystems, serving as both predator and prey in these pristine environments. Their conservation is crucial for maintaining the ecological balance of high-altitude mountain habitats. The paradoxical frog, scientifically known as Pseudus paradoxa, is a species of tree frog found in South America, particularly in the Amazon basin and surrounding regions. This frog is named for its peculiar and unique tadpole development process, which is considered paradoxical because it undergoes an unusual transformation compared to most frogs. Here are some key characteristics and information about the paradoxical frog. Paradoxical frogs are medium-sized tree frogs with a relatively slender body. Their coloration can vary but often includes shades of green, brown, or gray, which provides camouflage in their arboreal habitat. They have large expressive eyes and adhesive toe pads for climbing. Adult paradoxical frogs typically measure between 2.5 to 3 inches in length. These frogs are native to South America, including parts of Brazil, Bolivia, Colombia, Ecuador, Peru, and Venezuela. They are often found in tropical rainforests and wetlands. Paradoxical frogs are primarily arboreal and are commonly found in the trees and vegetation near bodies of water, such as ponds, streams, and marshes. They are excellent climbers and spend much of their time in the canopy. These frogs are nocturnal, meaning they are most active at night. They are known for their distinctive calls, which are described as paradoxical, because they sound like the calls of a much larger frog species. Their calls are used in mating and territorial communication. Paradoxical frogs are insectivorous and primarily feed on a diet of insects, spiders, and other small invertebrates. They use their sticky tongue to capture prey. The most fascinating aspect of the paradoxical frog's biology is its tadpole development process, which is considered paradoxical. Unlike most frogs, which lay eggs in water, paradoxical frogs lay their eggs in the vegetation above water, often in a canopy of trees. When the eggs hatch, the tadpoles fall into the water below, where they undergo metamorphosis into froglets. This is an adaptation to avoid predation by aquatic predators, and ensures a safer environment for their tadpoles. Paradoxical frogs are not considered globally threatened, and their populations are generally stable. However, like many amphibian species, they can be affected by habitat destruction and changes in land use. Conservation efforts focus on preserving their rainforest habitats and monitoring their populations. The paradoxical frog's unique tadpole development strategy sets it apart from most other frog species, and showcases the diverse adaptations seen in amphibians. Their intriguing biology and distinctive calls make them a subject of interest for researchers and amphibian enthusiasts in the tropical rainforests of South America. The tiger salamander, scientifically known as Ambystoma tigrinum, is a large and widely distributed species of salamander found in North America. These salamanders are known for their striking appearance, which includes dark, bold stripes or blotches against a lighter background color, resembling the stripes of a tiger. Tiger salamanders are fascinating creatures with a unique life cycle. Here are some key characteristics and information about the tiger salamander. Tiger salamanders exhibit a variable coloration pattern. They typically have a dark-colored background with bold yellow or cream-colored stripes or blotches, giving them their tiger-like appearance. However, the exact pattern and coloration can vary among individuals and populations. Adult tiger salamanders are relatively large, with individuals typically measuring between 6 to 13 inches in length. Tiger salamanders are native to North America and have a wide distribution that includes various regions of the United States, Canada, and Mexico. They are found in a range of habitats, from grasslands to woodlands. These salamanders are highly adaptable and can be found in a variety of terrestrial and aquatic habitats. They are commonly found near bodies of water, such as ponds, lakes, and marshes, where they breed and lay their eggs. They spend much of their adult lives in underground burrows, which provide protection from desiccation and predators. Tiger salamanders are primarily nocturnal, meaning they are most active at night. They are secretive and are often found hiding in burrows, under logs, or in leaf litter during the day. Their diet primarily consists of small invertebrates such as insects, worms, snails, and other terrestrial prey. They are opportunistic feeders and consume a variety of prey items. Tiger salamanders have an interesting life cycle. They typically breed in aquatic habitats during the early spring. The males lay clusters of eggs in the water, which hatch into aquatic larvae. These larvae have external gills and spend several months or even years in the water, feeding and growing. As they mature, they undergo metamorphosis and transform into terrestrial juveniles with lungs, eventually leaving the water to live on land. While tiger salamanders are not considered globally threatened, some populations may face localized threats, such as habitat destruction and fragmentation. They are also vulnerable to pollution and changes in water quality, which can impact their aquatic breeding habitats. Conservation efforts focus on preserving wetland habitats and monitoring their populations. Tiger salamanders are known for their adaptability and are often used as a model species in scientific research. Their striking appearance and unique life cycle make them a subject of interest for amphibian enthusiasts and researchers studying amphibian biology and ecology. The European green toad, scientifically known as Bufo viridis, is a species of toad found in various parts of Europe and Asia. These toads are known for their distinctive green coloration and are a part of the Buffonidae family, which includes many toad species. Here are some key characteristics and information about the European green toad. European green toads are relatively small in size and are known for their bright green coloration, which is their most distinguishing feature. However, their coloration can vary, ranging from bright green to olive green or brown, and they may have darker spots or markings on their back. They have warty skin and prominent parotoid glands behind their eyes, which secrete toxins for defense. Adult European green toads typically measure between 2 to 4 inches in length. European green toads have a wide distribution, and they are found in various parts of Europe and Western Asia. Their range extends from Spain and Portugal in the west to western China in the east. They inhabit a variety of habitats, including grasslands, woodlands, meadows, and wetlands. These toads are highly adaptable and can be found in a range of terrestrial habitats, including gardens, agricultural fields, and urban areas. They are often associated with areas that provide access to water for breeding. European green toads are primarily nocturnal, meaning they are most active at night. They are generally terrestrial but require access to water for breeding. They are known for their distinctive call, which is a high-pitched trill. Their diet consists of a variety of small invertebrates, such as insects, spiders, and other arthropods. They are opportunistic feeders and use their sticky tongue to capture prey. Breeding in European green toads typically occurs during the spring or early summer, often after heavy rains. Males call to attract females, and mating takes place in water bodies, such as ponds, marshes, and temporary pools. The males lay streams of eggs, which hatch into aquatic tadpoles. The tadpoles undergo metamorphosis into terrestrial juveniles before reaching adulthood. European green toads are not considered globally threatened, and their populations are generally stable. However, local populations may face threats from habitat destruction and changes in land use. Conservation efforts focus on protecting their breeding habitats and maintaining water quality. The European green toad's striking green coloration and adaptability make it a fascinating species to encounter in the wild. They play an essential role in controlling insect populations and contribute to the overall ecological balance of their habitats. The California giant salamander, scientifically known as Decamptodon insatus, is a species of giant salamander native to the Pacific Northwest region of North America. These salamanders are known for their large size and aquatic lifestyle. They belong to the family Decamptodontidae, which includes several species of giant salamanders. Here are some key characteristics and information about the California giant salamander. California giant salamanders are among the largest salamanders in North America. They have long, robust bodies with a flattened appearance. Their coloration is typically dark brown or gray, often with mottled patterns or blotches that help camouflage them in their aquatic habitats. They have noticeable external gills on either side of their head. Adult California giant salamanders can reach impressive length, with individuals typically measuring between 7 to 13 inches in length. Some exceptionally large individuals can exceed these measurements. These salamanders are native to the Pacific Northwest of North America, including parts of California, Oregon, and Washington. They are typically found in the cool, forested regions of these states. California giant salamanders are fully aquatic and are primarily found in clear, cold streams, rivers, and small water bodies in coniferous and mixed forests. They are most commonly encountered in high-elevation mountainous regions. These salamanders are primarily nocturnal, meaning they are most active at night. They are secretive and tend to hide under rocks, logs, and stream banks during the day. They are agile swimmers and are well adapted for their aquatic lifestyle. California giant salamanders are carnivorous and primarily feed on aquatic invertebrates such as insects, small crustaceans, worms, and other aquatic prey. They capture prey using their sharp teeth and powerful jaws. Breeding in California giant salamanders typically occurs in the late winter or early spring, depending on local conditions. Males deposit sperm packets in the water, which are picked up by the females. The males lay their eggs in submerged nests, constructed under rocks or logs. After hatching, the larvae undergo metamorphosis into terrestrial juveniles before becoming adults. California giant salamanders are not considered globally threatened, but they can be vulnerable to habitat degradation, pollution, and habitat fragmentation caused by human activities such as logging and urbanization. Conservation efforts focused on preserving their forested habitats and protecting water quality in their aquatic habitats. California giant salamanders play an important role in aquatic ecosystems as both predators and prey. Their unique adaptations for life in cool, clear streams and rivers make them an important indicator species for the health of these freshwater environments. The tomato frog is not a single species but refers to several species of brightly colored frogs in the genus Discophus, which are native to the island of Madagascar and in the Indian Ocean. These frogs are collectively known as tomato frogs because of their vibrant red or orange coloration, which resembles a ripe tomato. Here are some key characteristics and information about tomato frogs. Tomato frogs are known for their striking red or orange coloration, which ranges from bright red to deep orange. They have robust bodies with a rounded shape and a large, wide mouth. Their limbs are relatively short, and they have well-developed webbing between their toes. Some species may also have black markings or spots on their bodies. Adult tomato frogs are medium-sized, with individuals typically measuring between 2 to 4 inches in length. Tomato frogs are endemic to Madagascar, meaning they are found nowhere else in the world. They inhabit various regions of the island from rainforests to savannas. These frogs are primarily terrestrial and are often found in humid and tropical lowland forests, as well as grasslands and agricultural areas. They are also known to inhabit flooded areas during the wet season. Tomato frogs are generally slow-moving and terrestrial, spending most of their time on the forest floor. They are primarily nocturnal, becoming active at night to hunt for prey. Their diet consists of a variety of small invertebrates, such as insects, spiders, and other arthropods. They use their large mouths to capture and consume prey. Tomato frogs have a unique defense mechanism in which they exude a sticky, toxic substance from their skin when threatened. This substance can be irritating to potential predators and may cause skin and eye irritation if touched. Breeding in tomato frogs typically occurs during the rainy season in Madagascar. Males produce loud, repetitive calls to attract females. After mating, females lay eggs, which are fertilized externally by the males. The eggs are then laid in water or moist areas, and they hatch into aquatic tadpoles. The tadpoles develop in water bodies before metamorphosing into terrestrial juveniles and eventually becoming adults. Some species of tomato frogs are listed as vulnerable or endangered due to habitat loss caused by deforestation and agricultural activities in Madagascar. Additionally, they are sometimes collected for the pet trade. Conservation efforts include habitat protection and management, as well as breeding programs in captivity to reduce pressure on wild populations. Tomato frogs are known for their striking appearance and unique defense mechanism, making them an interesting subject for both amphibian enthusiasts and researchers studying amphibian biology and conservation in Madagascar. The common midwife toad, scientifically known as Elates obstetricans, is a species of toad found in parts of Europe. These toads are known for their distinctive reproductive behavior, where the males are responsible for carrying and guarding the fertilized eggs until they hatch. Here are some key characteristics and information about the common midwife toad. Common midwife toads are relatively small in size, with a smooth and warty skin texture. They are typically gray or brown in color and may have darker markings on their back. Their coloration provides effective camouflage in their terrestrial habitats. Adult common midwife toads typically measure between 1.2 to 2 inches in length. These toads are native to various parts of Europe, including the Iberian Peninsula, France, parts of Italy, and other Western and Central European countries. They inhabit a range of terrestrial and aquatic habitats. Common midwife toads are terrestrial and are often found in woodlands, forests, grasslands, and rocky areas near ponds, streams, and other water bodies. They are well suited for both terrestrial and aquatic habitats. These toads are primarily nocturnal, meaning they are most active at night. They are agile climbers and are often seen in vegetation on rocks or near water sources. Common midwife toads have a diet that primarily consists of small invertebrates, such as insects, spiders, and other arthropods. They use their sticky tongue to capture prey. The common midwife toad's reproductive behavior is particularly unique. Mating typically occurs in the spring when males call to attract females. After mating, females lay eggs, which the males then fertilize externally. The males wrap the fertilized eggs around their hind legs and carry them until they hatch into tadpoles. During this period, the males protect the eggs from predators and keep them moist by returning to water as needed. Once the tadpoles hatch, they develop in aquatic habitats. While the common midwife toad is not considered globally threatened, some populations may face localized threats from habitat destruction and changes in land use. Conservation efforts include the protection of breeding and terrestrial habitats, and monitoring of populations. The common midwife toad's unique reproductive behavior sets it apart from many other amphibian species. Their commitment to parental care, where the males carry and protect the eggs, is a remarkable example of adaptation to terrestrial environments. The western chorus frog, scientifically known as Pseudacris triceriata, is a small species of tree frog found in North America. These frogs are known for their distinctive and melodious chorus-like calls during the breeding season, which gives them their common name. Western chorus frogs belong to the family Helidae, which includes many tree frog species. Here are some key characteristics and information about the western chorus frog. Western chorus frogs are relatively small frogs with a slim, streamlined body. They have smooth skin, typically in shades of gray or brown, which provides effective camouflage in their terrestrial and aquatic habitats. A key identifying feature is a dark stripe or line that runs through their eye, known as the lateral mask. Adult western chorus frogs are small, measuring between 1 to 1.5 inches in length. These frogs are native to North America and have a wide distribution that includes various regions of the United States and Canada. They are often found in grasslands, meadows, marshes, and other wetland habitats. Western chorus frogs are highly adaptable and can inhabit a variety of terrestrial and aquatic habitats. They are commonly found in grassy fields, agricultural areas, and temporary or seasonal pools and wetlands. Western chorus frogs are primarily terrestrial but require access to water for breeding. They are most active during the breeding season, when males produce loud, melodic calls to attract females. These chorus-like calls can be heard during the spring and early summer and are often produced in groups, creating a symphony of sounds. Their diet consists of a variety of small invertebrates, including insects, spiders, and other arthropods. They use their long, sticky tongue to capture prey. Breeding in western chorus frogs typically occurs in the spring when temperatures rise and rainfall increases. Males gather in suitable breeding sites, such as temporary pools or wetlands, and produce their chorus of calls to attract females. After mating, females lay small clusters of eggs in shallow water. The eggs hatch into aquatic tadpoles, which undergo metamorphosis into terrestrial juveniles. Before reaching adulthood, western chorus frogs are not considered globally threatened, and their populations are generally stable. However, localized threats may include habitat destruction and changes in land use. Conservation efforts focus on preserving their breeding in wetland habitats and monitoring their populations. Western chorus frogs are known for their melodious calls and their ability to thrive in a variety of habitats, including both natural and human-altered landscapes. Their seasonal chorus during the breeding season adds to the soundscape of wetlands and grasslands in North America, and is a sign of the arrival of spring in many regions.